Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy. You were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try the run. Past the first down marker and still running. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Hit as he throws. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Looking for space. It's Davidson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our... Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
They'll run it to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically pushed the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Griffin. Looking left. Makes the catch, it's Moore. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and a nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
They want to run this quarterback. Got enough for the first.
Extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking for room. It's Durham. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Right on the money. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. At the 45, on his way. Wide open spaces. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. To the air, it's Griffin. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, LSU! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They think there's room to run to the right here. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll give it to the back. Plows through the defense. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Got a man. It's Moore.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking to pass. It's Griffin. Working that left side now. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Davidson. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Everybody wants chunk plays, and you need them, but this has been the epitome of efficiency.
No doubt. Take what the defense gives you. Sometimes it's okay to be patient. Sometimes it's okay not to push the ball down the field. The defense is giving the underneath stuff.
Oh, he's got some space.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Trying the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On the ground, it's Davidson. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Now, fourth down.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. Got a little space. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at second and 6. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. He wants to take the top off. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, LSU. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wide receiver. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's Griffin. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. Bulldozes his way through. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. 2nd down coming up. Looking downfield very late in the half. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Griffin. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback adapting. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a little bit of a frustrating day for this offense. They want to get the run game going, and they want to get it to their stud at running back, but he just hasn't found a lot of area. And here's the thing. If you don't have successful runs, now it's 2nd and long, and this offense, they haven't been in a great spot because physically they haven't been able to run the football today.
Got his man all by himself. And they'll move the chains and get it to the
almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Making side adjustments here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Here's the handoff. Turning it on. And he eluded their defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time. Threw a pick on the... Oh, he dropped it! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Great place to start for this offense. This is a design run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Griffin. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
Field goal is good. And now they regain the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Well, a bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by just 1 over Sam Houston. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And they sniffed that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Van Buren. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Bounced off his feet.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Moving out of the pocket. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he brokered the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Under fire. That's caught. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Davidson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Buying some time. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. There he goes. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, I think this running back has proven this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
Clemson set up with another first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. Touchdown, Clemson! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking for room, it's Durham. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Quick completion on the out. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The running back has it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Going to try to get it himself.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Huge moment coming here as they try to quiet this raucous, crazy crowd. They try to get it outside on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And this one to bring us to a deadlock in the final moments. Splits the uprights. Good. And they tie it up, fellas, here in the final seconds.
And the late game execution worked to perfection. Moving the ball down the field, getting your kicker in a spot. You know exactly where he likes to kick it from. He drives it through. We're tied up, and we're headed to overtime.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll give it to him again. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Using his legs, it's Durham. Finds some fresh air. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They take the lead here in overtime.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The give to the back. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. Touchdown, Tiger. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
Yeah, I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
They'll go for 2 and the win. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And the extra point splits the uprights. Now, first down here in the second overtime. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. It's reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. If he runs this back, this game's over. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
And they'll try to win it with a long field goal right here. And he got it. The kick is good. The game winner in double overtime.
And you want a touchdown, and you